I'm Mickey Colton.
And I'm Chad Dillon.
And this is the Utica Rallycross Series. Coming for the second day of the Dead Man's Curve event here in New Zealand. Now here is Joseph Bryant, the first car up for today, and he's off to a good start.
Yo, my man Jay Bryant here starting off the bat. A very long day today ahead of us. A bunch of more drivers. Let's see how the day goes. Joseph Bryant being the leader of the day.
Yes, at the current moment, Chris Aurelio is on top of the standings for those of you who are just tuning in. And Joseph Bryant is trying to overthrow him. Joseph Bryant cannot win this championship, so he's just going for glory.
Let's see how he does. This is the turn I want to see for everyone. He follows it, and we'll see how he does.
He's going to slip off, but keeps it going, hits a tree, but is going to keep that car going.
That is going to kill his time. Even though he cannot win the championship, it's always nice to get a good win. You know, it really boosts your confidence for the next season.
Yes, and he's already ahead of teammate Ray Davis, who flipped over at that jump, who had a horrible run.
A big shocker for Ray Davis. You know, his consistency just seemed to die out in the last two races. You know, he just for some reason, like a Punuka, whatever, I can never pronounce that. Pukanuka.
Pukanuki Island.
Pukanuka. But basically, you know, he had a really bad bail there and didn't have a good run at the end of the day. But Ray Davis and this team, you know, they can be good. Like Joseph Bryant, he's one of those drivers that, again, like, you know, he can be good, but he's had some tough breaks.
Yes, he has had trouble in the past, but he is hoping to have a great run today as he works his way around the racetrack. Now, Richardson Vietti Racing, I don't know too much about this team before this season. I know I think they strive to be back in the series for next season.
Yes, definitely. I would hope they come back because Ray Davis, I would love to see in his face every week. You know, I love seeing his consistency because you don't see that very often in these drivers.
Yeah, we know. I have a feeling that Ray Davis is going to come back. He was a very good driver for them. It's just that unfortunately, these last two races where it really count, it just did not go his way.
Let's see now. Joseph Bryant here. He's coming over to the last jump. How he does? Oh!
Whoa! He's gonna try and jump the curve. It's not gonna work entirely well, but he does gain a little bit off of it.
Hey, you gotta give him some bonus points. He kept the stability going and somehow managed to keep his car level.
A very risky move, but at the end of the season, you can't win the championship, so might as well go all out for it. Oh, he's gonna hit the wall there. Let's see how he does with these bumps.
Ooh, the bumps.
Yes, the bumps I will not make another thing about. Things get a little weird for the 12 cars. He goes over the bumps as we head around the bend.
Now you see he did not do the Ogo waddle there and try and do a little, you know.
Yeah, only Ogo can do the Ogo waddle.
Only Ogo. Only Ogo.
As Joseph Bryant works his way into the final segment of this course, the 5th segment, which is, in my opinion, the most interesting one because of that final stretch.
Yeah, because you'd be going full force on it, and if you hit your turn just right, you're gonna bail your car and you're gonna DNF for this race.
Should I say just wrong? Because you do not want to bail at this point in the race. It would be absolutely heartbreaking.
Yes.
As Joseph Bryant, he has to deal with this dip there. Whoa! Things get a little bit. Oh!
See, there you go. There it goes. You're gonna get to go off track, but you know what? He kept his car going, and he's gonna finish at least.
Yeah, this is not going to be Chris Aurelio, a 3:18.38. That is going to be 5th place on the charts.
On the charts.
Next up, it is the Bane Train. Yeah! I'm going off the rails on a crazy Bane.
Bane Train.
The Bane Train is leaving the station and is heading around this long and dangerous straightaway.
The Bane Train.
The Bane Train is amazing.
Oh!
Yeah, you hear that?
That's a t-shirt. That's a t-shirt.
That's
right
4
there.
t-shirts.
Oh, here he goes. Wow, impressive.
So close. He almost failed right there.
Right now, he's ahead of the leaders right now with that. That was probably the most flawless turn right there on that section.
But that was so close to going horribly wrong.
You know what? His heart's probably beating right there. Now, Brendan Bane, he cannot win the championship.
No, he cannot.
He cannot win the championship.
He's had a pretty poor season.
But here we go again. If he wins, like the fans here right now for Ogo and Brandon Bane, you can't believe. There's like one side of the stands it's green and one side of the stands it's orange. It's ridiculous.
I haven't seen green and orange conflict as much as Ireland.
Yes. You know, but the white's always, you know, holding them back.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're getting at or where I'm getting at, But we know where Brandon Bain is getting that. He's getting that trying to get a good run today in his final start of the season. Now, it's uncertain if Brandon Bain's going to be coming back for the next season, as he's been kind of shying away from the media as of late.
Yes, he has. But you know what? He's trying, because there's been so much, fan base for him. He can't handle it for being not a good of a driver in this series. You wouldn't expect it. So he's not. But it might give him the motivation to maybe come back, especially if he does good today. Like right now, he is running ahead of the top drivers right now, having a great run. If he can get the top time, you don't even know what that confidence boost is going to do to him. It's going to be crazy.
Yes, Brandon Bain already had a little bit of a confidence boost in the Utica Home Track Series. He's having a great season in that so far. Rallycross is not going as well. Whoa! Things get a little rocky for the 15 car as he goes over the bumps and heads up around the bridge.
Oh, here we go. Oh, just nicks that corner right there. He is going around. He's going to be heading to the last stage of this race event at the Dead Man's Curve, which again is the most dangerous and most interesting part of this racetrack.
Yes, it is very tedious going over there. Like, I have not driven on this course for sake of time and not getting injured. Whoa, he hits the wall there. That's not going to be good for his time. But anyway, I've looked at this past segment here and I've observed the cars going over. It really throws that car around.
Yes, it does. It shakes the whole car around, whole cab, especially being this open cab car. Your head's whipping around. You can't really control yourself. But
thank God we have a Hans device in these. We're talking to Matt Evans.
Whoa!
Almost turns around. He's heading toward the line. This is actually tracking pretty well. 3:03.24. As you see, he crashed into the line at the end there. That puts him at the top of the chart. The steering must have broken at the end there as he just plowed into the wall.
Hey, at least it ended there, not in the middle of the race.
Exactly. And now it's time for Matt Duell, car number 6.
The Replacinator.
Yes, the Replacinator, driving the number 6 for Cittadino Motorsports, and he's hoping to get himself a good run for today.
You know what, Matt Duell being, he's going to be he's that nice next new star that's coming about. Being a rookie in this series, I think next year or next season he's going to be great. I'm really hoping for him.
We'll have to see if he joins again, because it was great having Matt Duell around here. He's a very nice character to have at the racetrack. It's going to be like Joseph Bryant, but not as bad as he gets back on track very quickly.
Yes, he does.
But as I was saying, he's always a friendly face in the garage area. Like, no problems with Matt Duell by anyone.
Yeah, I had an interview with John Cittadino, and he's really glad that he made that change. Got Matt Duell replacing Billy Bishop. He really likes having Matt Duell around. Brings his confidence up. It really makes him feel good that he has someone, that's ready to drive. Really happy to be in this series.
Yeah, after Cittadino has had an abysmal year in both series.
Yeah.
Though he's actually started to build up a little bit here with the addition of Matt Duell. The second half of the season for this has been the one shining light in his dark storm cloud of a life.
Storm cloud, you say?
Yes.
It's raining on his parade every day.
Yes, I don't even know why they even throw a parade.
Exactly, but maybe it's not his parade. It's someone else's parade, and he's just watching it, and it's just raining on him.
And they don't give him candy when those little, on parades they have those people with the candy.
Yeah.
The little box of candy. And they're like, oh yeah, here, have some candy. It's a parade. They just ignore him.
No,
they shun him.
No, they do is that they give it to him, but then take it away.
They hold out, you want some, and they go, too bad, and they give it to that creepy guy that's standing next to you that's eyeing all the people.
All right, back to Matt Duell here.
Yes, Matt Duell.
He's driving.
He's into the 4th segment of Dead Man's Curve as he heads around. I like this track because it's like a downhill course. Like for most of the time, you're going downhill or riding around the narrow edge of the mountain.
Yeah.
There's that one section where you go uphill. It really tests the car.
And I also like about this track is that even if you watch it, if you look away for 1 second, you're gonna miss an entire section of the course because there's so much in this track that you can't memorize it. And when you're coming into it as a driver, even though you're like last up, it's like you're first up because you really you can't expect it. You expect some things, but it's still kind of new for every turn.
Yes, and it has some of the most challenging turns in the circuit.
Yes.
And it's a real tester to see how well you can drive on dirt. And he makes contact with the wall, but keeps it going.
Matt Duell. That killed his time. He was running very well until that point.
A little earlier, he had a little bit of a hiccup. It wasn't too bad, but they was gonna add on to that. This is not tracking at Brandon Bain level, but it's still going okay. He's gonna have to try and make it through his final segment.
controls it very well.
Great job by Matt Dool keeping that car on track and not wrecking it up. 3:11.14. That is fourth. It's going to beat Tyler Benoit. Now it is time for Dillon White. Speaking of Benoit, the second of the Benoit Motorsports cars.
Yes.
Now Dillon White, his strong suit was at the beginning of the season where he picked off 2 wins.
You know, Dillon White, like like I said, last race, he kind of just dropped off. You know, he had those 2 wins early on, but he hasn't really done anything spectacular in the last couple races.
Yes, after winning the season opener and the inaugural race in Yuma, and then taking home the win in Budva,
yeah,
he's just been under the radar. He's not been finishing really poorly.
No, not at all.
I don't even think he has a DNF under his belt yet. He almost got a DNF there. I almost jinxed him.
Yeah, you almost gave him the commentator curse, but he manages to save it. And you know what, Dillon White, he's got those 2 wins, so he's got that maturity. He knows how to win a race. You know, it's not like he doesn't know how to win. He's won before, so next season I'm hoping to see him break out and have a great start.
Yes, Dillon White, a great driver in this series. There is no silly season news of him coming back. We're not sure exactly what the Dillon White scenario is, but one thing is for certain: he's been doing a great job this season. We'll have to see if he comes back for next year.
Hey, if he doesn't come back, Tyler Benoit's gonna be looking for some kind of partner to join up with him. And Tyler Benoit having a very good season in the Rallycross series and the Utica Home Track series. He's been doing very well this year so far.
Yes, while his teammates have not been doing the best, Tyler Benoit himself has been going on kind of a redemption mission for not winning the championship in, basically the past 2 years. He's been really close to the Utica Home Track Series title.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he actually had the shot today, but with Chris Aurelio beating him, I don't think it's going to be possible for him.
Yeah, Chris Aurelio, if Chris Aurelio is in the top, which basically he's going to be, he's in the top 5, he's most likely going to win this event and this championship. Chris Aurelio he's great. I really love Chris Aurelio, and I can't wait. But here we go.
I think the only way Chris Aurelio can lose his championship now is if Dillon White, Emil Michaels, Richard Johnson, John Cittadino, and Seth Cole beat him. And John Cittadino has to basically win.
Yeah, basically.
Basically, if Cittadino does not win this is Chris Aurelio's championship, as he's got a great run.
Now, Dillon White coming on almost to the last stage of this event. And Dillon White not having a bad run. Not having a bad run at all. You know, he's tracking pretty well. He's tracking better than his teammate Tyler Benoit did. Tyler Benoit didn't do as well as he hoped. But
Dillon White, he's been studying the tapes. He had 1 day to prep. So yep. I think what we were talking about earlier, whether the first day or the second day is going to be better, I think the second day was the better one, as so far no DNFs on the second day.
You know, with this track, again, it's different. Like, the first day drivers, when you looked at it, it's not going to help you watching the tapes live on, watching it that day because, there's so much to it. But when these drivers were able to study it overnight, they're ready. They know what each turn they got to focus on, especially this ending strip here. Can he hold it? And very well done by Dillon White. And
also, you have to go with the changing conditions. We had a little bit of rain earlier on yesterday, and today it's much drier. As Dillon White, a 3rd place, a great job by him.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought there as we go to Emil Michaels, car number 13, who's on track now for Chaos Motorsports.
Emil Michaels, we love you, man. Or woman. I'm just kidding. I just felt like throwing it in there. It's the last race of the season.
You heard him. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
You shouldn't sue me for this one.
I just felt like it was needed. It's the last race of the season. I just wanted to make a little joke in there.
He does have a half-sister named Emily, I found out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, whoa. It's getting close, and it's going to kind of replicate
if that tree wasn't there, these drivers would be, at times it wouldn't be as good. I mean, that's been bouncing them back on track. If that wasn't there, they'd be
Thank God for those thick branches, or those cars would get pretty destroyed on the trunk.
Yeah.
Which would be horrible for that, but he keeps it going. Now, Emil Michaels is far from winning this championship. He cannot do it. He's just going out for the run today.
But Emil Michaels having that amazing win at, where was it?
Toyota.
Toyota, yeah. Beating Tyler Benoit again. Chris Aurelio and Emil Michaels both broke Tyler Benoit's heart because Tyler Benoit was ready to win. And both of them, Emil Michaels and Chris Aurelio, just took it from him right in the last stretch. It just stole it from him. He would have had 2 big wins.
Yes, but Emil Michaels is happy to say that he has 1 big win.
Yeah.
As he kind of got it stolen from him in Budva because his tiebreaker lap was much better than his original lap. That would have actually have taken the win.
The same thing happened at Panuca Atoll or whatever. Todd Benoit had a second place. Well, they didn't get top time, but Todd Benoit had a second place time, and Brandon Bain had a third place time. Both of them having a great second run.
Now, Brandon Bain, I just noticed he ties a lot. Of the two tiebreakers we've had to have in this series, Brandon Bain participated in both of them.
Whoa.
And whoa, it gets a little weird for Emil Michaels. It almost goes off the racetrack. Fortunately for him, he does not. As we head into the fourth segment.
The fourth segment, what do we encounter? I love the speed coming off that, the slanted wall. I love how much speed you get out of that turn. And if you can keep your momentum and hit these bumps, the bumps won't be a big factor. But if you don't have enough speed, they're really going to kill you.
They're kind of killing Emil Michaels here. Great job going into that little bump there, going into the bumps.
Yeah.
I forget I'm drawing a blank here on what to call that. But that tight turn right before the bumps did that very well, but slowed down too much, did not have a speed for the actual bumps.
A lot of speed coming into the last segment of this event. He's looking to not beat the top time, but at least have a good run.
Well, obviously he's looking to beat the top time, but I'm not sure if this run is going to be fast enough to contend with Brandon Bain's great lap of 3:03.
Yeah. You know what? That's a huge thing. The fans, they're still screaming. I can't get them to shut up. I mean, they're just going nuts.
Here we go, Emil Michaels.
Let's see how it goes in the backstretch.
Final lap. As we oh my God!
Wait,
he saves it! Emil Michaels saves it! How did he do that? That is amazing.
And he's still finishing with a 3:11 with that amazing save.
Just missed the top 5, but a great run. Wow, that was very risky. But Emil Michaels managing to finish the race.
Wow.
Richard Johnson, car number 16, goes on track, the teammate of Brandon Bain.
Holy crap. That was probably the best save of the season. I would say so. I mean,
it's close. Remember Seth Cole. Seth Cole is still an existing person.
He's a stunt man. I mean, yeah, Seth Cole. But, I mean...
Seth Cole saves it like every race.
But that save...
That was pretty good. I would give that a top 3 probably of best saves.
Oh yeah,
of the
you know
year.
what? I can't wait till they put maybe a montage of the best saves this season. I'm looking forward to see. Oh,
yeah, maybe we'll have to see what the eggheads in the IT department do.
Yeah, I'll give them that little word for that. See if they can put that together.
Yeah, hey eggheads.
Hey, egg-shaped heads. What are you doing?
Anyway, Richard Johnson on track. Now this car cannot win the championship. Same with his teammate of Brandon Bain, but he is going to try his hardest to try and get a good time and match Brandon Bain's great time.
Wow. I don't know where that young came from, but, Brandon Bain and Richard Johnson, they're a team that they're really under the radar.
Oh, no!
Oh, my God!
How did he flip this car over? Oh my God, on the least significant turn, Richard Johnson has flipped over, and that car is going to go out, and that is a shame for Richard Johnson. Horrible end to the season for the 16.
That basically showed what I was going to talk about. Now we got Iran. John Cittadino, which is still with the championship, but with Chris Aurelio's placement in the points, it doesn't look like John Cittadino can pass him.
John Cittadino has a lot of weight on his shoulders. He needs, not only does he need to win this race, but I think Seth Cole needs to beat him as well.
I think even with that though, I don't think Chris Aurelio will be swept of his championship.
Yeah, I'm not sure, because even if John gets the bonus point, it would be close. I know Cittadino was close.
Yeah,
really close to maybe about 3 points back. He might tie with him.
Let me point something out. As me being the commentator for all these race events, I did not expect John Cittadino to be in contention for the championship, because
definitely.
It didn't seem like he was, but he was a very consistent driver. He just was. No one really talked about it.
Well, his issue was at the beginning of the year, he just had horrible runs. Billy Bishop really kind of threw off his momentum in a way.
The thing is, though, he was placing in the middle of the pack most of those races. He wasn't ever really in the end of the pack, was he?
I think occasionally he would place near the end of the back of the pack, but
but then near the end though, the last 4 races he's had, he's placed probably in the top 5 every race. He's been doing very well, and he just came out of nowhere.
John Cittadino knew that when the halftime came, he really needed to step it up.
Yeah,
and he kind of did a mini team revitalization after his original team revitalization. Like, he's the revitalizer.
I think he needs just to go solo. I think it just to be John Cittadino.
I wouldn't say that. He's the only Cittadino White car not locked in Utica Home Track Series.
Yeah.
He missed 2 races.
Well, You got a point there, but maybe in the Rallycross series you should just stay solo.
Oh wait, I should say one. He's actually replacing Willie Decker for the Rockingham event. Willie Decker qualified, but they put him in the car to because he is a winner at North Carolina.
Yeah, but here now, John Cittadino having a pretty decent run so far. For me,
it's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's up there near Chris Aurelio and such.
You know, if you can hit the bumps right, like nice turn right there. That was pretty smooth. But if you can hit the bumps at a nice speed and hit in the last stretch, not be too thrown off on those last, the last straightaway. Or I could say,
go wilding everywhere.
Oh, he'd be wilding to the left and the right. But he's not doing it just right.
Yeah, only Ogo can do wild just right.
Only Ogo.
But John Cittadino works his way around here. That could have been what killed his run here, and that car's starting to lose its momentum. As we head into the fifth and final segment on the track, we'll have to see how he does. Whoa, he almost wrecked himself into a wall.
But he steered it off straight onto the track again. Now here comes the last stretch. Let's see how he does. Very well done.
That was one of the best I've seen there. He's really trying to push it, trying to get as best of a run as he can.
He's right underneath Brandon Bain's time. He's right there.
He must be incredibly nervous.
You know what? His sweat's going down his face right now. His heart is pounding. He's ready to go. Here comes the final stretch. Let's see how he does. Can he do it? Oh, a little slow, but it was straight.
And let's see.
Oh,
no, does not beat Chris Aurelio.
But it puts him in the top 5, 4th place for John Cittadino with 3:07.92.
A great run for him, but it looks like Chris Aurelio is going to be a champion. As the last car up, it is the stuntman, Seth Cole.
Great to have you back, buddy. Recuperating from that really, really bad, not too bad, but that injury from Hong Kong, which was a terrifying jump, I would have to say. I think they need to maybe put some precautions down there, so like maybe a cushion so they don't break their neck on that.
It's all good.
It's all good. It's all good.
But anyways, that's Cole. He's back after his sister Mary replaced him for 2 races.
But Mary Cole had a great run last week at Panuca Atoll. It was, wow, 2nd place for Mary Cole.
Nakanuai Atoll was really good for Mary Cole. Did not do well in Toyota, but
no,
he had because Seth Cole trained her.
Yeah,
they took the car around the Seth Cole backyard.
Yeah,
the old Cole family ranch.
Yeah,
did some laps and jumped over the house a couple times.
I would have to say though, Mary Cole has the genes of the stuntman gene, because at her first race, she had that amazing saving wedged out of the corner, which was really runs in the genes between these two.
You can tell that she has been watching these Rallycross series events, because she knew just what to do in that scenario.
Yep, she kept herself poised. She was still just trying to keep the car on the wheels, not the front, so the DNF did not happen. But Seth Cole here in his last race, hoping to come back next season. I'm pretty sure he's going to be back next season.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think this driver, Seth Cole, can win races.
Yes.
He's perfectly able to, but he just hasn't been able to get there. He's been so close in the past, both in this and Utica home track, and basically any series I've seen him in. Actually, I don't think offhand I've seen him win a race. He probably has won a race before, but I don't have any record of him doing so on my files.
But maybe today he can do it, because right now he is tracking right with Brandon Bain's top time.
Yeah, he is running very well today, Seth Cole, in that number 10 machine.
Seth Cole, if he can have a great finish, that's going to be a great end of the season. It's really going to boost him to come back next season. But let's see if we can witness history for Seth Cole, probably maybe getting his first run ever.
It gets really wacky on those bumps there. That car almost toppled over forward.
But it doesn't matter. It's the stuntman Seth Cole.
Yes, it is the stuntman Seth Cole, the evil Knievel of our generation.
Yes. Now, Seth Cole, he's coming on the last segment here of the season. This is the last segment of the season. Let's see how Seth Cole finishes. Can he get the top time?
The final stretch. Can Seth Cole beat Brandon Bain? He heads through the end here. Look at that speed going through.
Wow.
Can he do it? Only one driver has won from being the last car up on track, and that was Chris Aurelio at Hong Kong.
Now, the fans here for Brandon Bain they don't want him to beat it, but can he do it?
But the Ogo fans, who is the teammate car, Seth Cole. He gets a little wiggly.
Can he do
gets
it?
To the line.
He's right there.
Will it be?
No!
Oh, it is 2 seconds off of Brandon Bain's time, and that means Brandon Bain gets his first career Utica Rallycross series event.
Brandon Bain! Brandon Bain. Oh my goodness, they just keep going crazy.
He is followed by Seth Cole, Chris Aurelio, Dillon White, John Cittadino, Matt Evans, Matt Dool, Emil Michaels, Tyler Benoit, and William Duncan, your top 10.
Now for our last set of drivers, we got Joseph Bryant, Alex Tanker, Austin Ogo, Michael Aurelio, which 14th, was a very big surprise here with the DNFs, Richard Johnson, Esteban Cortez, and Ray Davis.
An unfortunate day for those drivers. A lot of DNFs today on this very difficult track, but not as much as Hong Kong. Now let's take a look at the final point standings. Chris Aurelio is your champion, and he is 7 points ahead of John Cittadino. Then there's Dillon White. That's 3 points back from Cittadino. Then Matt Evans. Tyler Benoit's going to round the season very well. Michael Aurelio's going to drop heavily in the points. Then Brandon Bain works away at the 7th, with William Duncan, Ray Davis, and Joseph Bryant rounding out your top 10.
Now we got Seth Cole, Richard Johnson, Emil Michaels, Alex Tanker, Austin Ogo, not that bad of a finish this season, Jeffrey Finguy, Matt Dool, Esteban Cortez, Mary Cole, which somehow beat Billy Bishop, even only 2 races, Adam Dunlap, and then Billy Bishop.
Adam Dunlap only ran 1 race, and he beat Billy Bishop.
Yeah, that's bad.
Well, this is it for the first season of the Utica Rallycross series. The second, I know, don't worry, we'll be back in 1 week with the sign-ups video, and we will have our season the week after that.
It's the Utica Rallycross series.
Oh yeah. See you next time. Thank you for watching.